Folks, I'm very excited for today's video because I am doing a collab with GuileWinQuote. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he does lots of cool videos for some of the older and more obscure fighting games out there. If you're one of the people that's always yelling at me because I haven't played Street Fighter EX on my videos, make sure to go check his channel out. But I wanted to put to the test just how deep does his knowledge go. So we played a little game where we each brought three little tidbits, three facts about Street Fighter games, if you will, whether it's bugs, Easter eggs, just little known things that we thought the other person might not be aware of. And for each one that the other person did not previously know ahead of time, we will get 1 point. So let's see who will come out on top here on the battle of who knows the most pointless and obscure things about old fighting games. Let's go right into it.
Go ahead and start everything with what I think is probably the first secret or Easter egg or whatever in a Street Fighter literally ever.
We're going back to the dawn of time here.
Yes, and we're not starting with Street Fighter. We're actually starting with Fighting Street, which is the TurboGrafx port of the first Street Fighter.
Okay.
I actually don't know why the name is different, but we got red hair Ryu, we got red shoes Ryu.
Yeah, Ryu with shoes on.
And after we beat Sagat, and then we get our ending. This is the ending to the original Street Fighter. Ryu just ruined Sagat's life, gave him the big scar, and now he's just getting on a plane. He's out of there.
Is he riding Ho Air? Is that the airline?
Ho Air Airlines after just ruining Sagat's life. But if you beat the game 4 times, I don't know why or how you would ever want to do that.
Oh my god.
You get a secret ending of Ryu getting off the plane, and the paparazzi and news crew or whatever are ready for him.
So you have to beat the... I assume that this is before, like, save data, right? So you have to beat it 4 times in one sitting?
You would just... And every single time you beat the game, you get, like, an extra credit, but you only have, like, 4 credits to do all of this with, and I'm sure you've played the original Street Fighter. It's very hard. Even knowing how to do a Hadouken, a Shoryuken, or whatever, it's like the game just does it whenever it feels like it. So.
I have to ask. I mean, so you have this like pre-recorded. You came prepared. Did you actually do this for the sake of this contest, or did we...
So I beat the game once, and then I put in a code where you could do a level select, and you can just watch the ending 3 more times and then you get it. There's no way I would have been able to do that. It's hard. It's too hard.
I've only beat SF1 one time, and that was the arcade version. That was still hard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how stupid this game is, honestly.
All right, well, I'll give you a point for that. I did not know that. I think what shocked me the most about that was not only like, yeah, you have to do all this specific stuff, and then all you get out of it is like a slightly different end. You don't even get anything cool.
But I guess what blows my mind is like, yeah, someone in the 80s probably did this without knowing. They were just like, hey, I'm just going to beat Street Fighter 1,000,000 times and see what happens. And they were probably mind blown. So whoever that one guy who managed to do this with, like, I'm sure he had like the best night of his life.
A legend of the game. All right, I'm hopping into Alpha 1 here. And in this game, there is a very pointless glitch. I think it's a glitch. We'll see. When you kill the opponent, if you jump over their body and you don't stop jumping over their body, you will essentially soft lock the game. I guess it's not a soft lock because you could just take your hand off the stick and it'll stop, but you control the opponent and prevent them from doing anything, and the second round will never start. Now, the question is, did you know about this?
I actually, no, I did not. I knew, you know, I think everyone knows about the crazy kicks and Super Turbo.
Yes, that one's hard to do because that one you need to like link it. Yeah,
that one you got to have some skill. But this one, you know, Alpha 1 is a game that I haven't really like spent too much time with. I just know that like it's busted.
Yeah.
And now, knowing this, I want to. I want to like ruin people's days on Fightcade or whatever.
It's actually kind of hard to set up too. Like you have to kill with like certain things. See here, I'm like stuck. I can't actually press anything. And here I'm like, oh, the range. There we go. Anyway, All right, I'll take it then. If you really didn't know about this,
No,
1-1. Let's go, baby.
I had no idea. I want to give a shout out to DJ Tatsujin for finding this extremely obscure thing out. So Alpha 1 on the PlayStation 1 has the ability to do CPU versus CPU matches, which I feel like is like a lost art of being a casual. No one wants to watch CPU matches anymore. But when I was a kid, I loved watching CPU matches. But if you pick two Dans and have them go against each other, they do a little shindig. And
Bro,
this it lasts a while, and it's only when Dan fights another Dan. If he fights any other CPU, they immediately just go into you know, a regular fight. So whether
they're
or
even
not,
trading.
yeah, they trade at the beginning, and then even on the next round, you'll see. I'm not gonna make you all watch the whole thing.
I'm so curious if this is an intentional thing or if this is just like a limitation of how they coded the AI.
That's what I want to know too. But I even got a double KO on the last round whenever I was recording this. So it's like, man, maybe this isn't intentional. Maybe Dan's AI just doesn't know what to do for the first 20 seconds when it fights another Dan. But it's like, it's too perfect. And then there's also another Easter egg.
Okay.
We have the Street Fighter 2 animated movie poster in the background of this Kobeni stage. So you have two Easter eggs, but I'm not gonna count that one for the contest. I'm just gonna count the Dan dance.
Well, I think we probably should count that one because I will say I knew about the Dan thing, but it's a bit of a gray area because I wouldn't have known about it if I wasn't researching Easter eggs for the purpose of this video. So
For sure, yeah.
I
As
don't
soon as
know.
you messaged me and was like, "Hey, you want to do a video about Easter eggs?" I hit my Twitter bookmarks and I was like, "What obscure thing have I seen in the past 10 years that I could bring up?" And I thought this would have been definitely it. Like, who would have found this? But
All right. Maybe we'll call it like 0.1 points so that if there's a tie, maybe that'll put you over the edge.
all right. I'll take that. I'll take that.
All right. So, you know, here in Super Turbo, you are aware of old characters, yes?
Of course.
Do you know the code? Like, do you know the code to pick old Sagat?
No, but I've always done the you know, the 360, the cheap way that people love.
Wait, what's
to
the
do.
three? Hold on, I'm about to learn something here. Hold on.
You can do like, I never pick old Sagat, but whenever I've had to and I don't have time to look at my phone or something. I know people do like, you could do like a 360 motion and get old Sagat. Because there's so many times
I didn't quite. I'm trying 360 and I didn't get it. But what I actually had as my fact was that yes, there are indeed like codes. Like I think Sagat is like up or up down up or something. But literally all you need to remember is whether they're up down or left right. So it alternates. So Ryu is left right, Honda is up down, Blanca's left right, Guile's up down, and etc. So Sagat is up down. So you literally just mash up and down repeatedly and punch. That is my technique. And like T-Hawk, I just mash left and right and punch. And the only exception is these two guys. For some reason, Cammy and Fei Long are switched.
Maybe
So,
that's what people mean when they say like, just do a 360 then.
yeah, so it might work if you do 360s if you're not quite. I don't know.
Yeah, I would never have like thought to look at like the alternation thing, because like, I mean, yeah, who are you gonna play besides old Sagat, Hawk, Kin, maybe Ryu if you're feeling crazy. I know there's a lot of people who like old Ryu for whatever.
I will
don't
say
know.
old Fei Long
old
is
old
kind of
Fei
hype.
Long. He's cool. He's definitely cool.
He can special cancel, right? Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, his crouching medium punch. Yeah, ridiculous.
That's cursed. But okay. I'll count no point on that. So the score is 1-1.
Okay, my next one, I feel like probably you already know. This one was like the gimme in Street Fighter 2 on Sagat stage. There's two rocks for whatever reason, and after every round, these rocks move. And originally, I could have swore I remember the rocks moving more to the right, like the more rounds there were. But as I was getting footage for this, it seems like it's a lot more random than I thought. I thought they just kept moving to the corners for 100 rounds or whatever, but yeah, it just totally random, I guess.
Huh. Ooh, they just slip and slide. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Don't tell
wonder.
me you didn't know this.
I did not know that.
No way.
No, I mean, obviously I've seen those rocks before, but I never knew that they moved.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For what reason? I have no idea. I wonder if it is like, I wonder if it was like a deliberate thing, or was it just like they need to be placed somewhere and the code just determines based on the round or whatever, the battle number that's
Yeah,
on the screen.
it could be just grabbing a variable from somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I would like to think that someone at Capcom was being, was being a little funny with these rocks.
Yeah, that wow, I can't believe I didn't I knew there's a couple other stage ones that I like. I knew about like the hidden chains in World Warrior. Do you know that one?
No, I don't think I do.
There's I think it's Guile stage. There are chains, but they're behind the other sprite layers. And so people think that like they were meant to be visible, but then at the last second they decided to hide them, and it was easier to just move them to the back than to actually delete them from the game. And
That
there's
makes sense.
also like there's like a barrel on Chun-Li stage too.
I will take that then.
All right, 2-1, 2-1 if my math is correct here.
And I like how we're bouncing off, we went from Alpha 1 to Alpha 1 to
True, actually.
Super
Well,
Turbo to Super Turbo.
now I've got Alpha 3. We're gonna move forward in time here.
That's the God game right there.
You know, I'm gonna bite my tongue.
That's the game I wish I knew how to play. But
It is hard.
It's too damn hard, man.
I think it is one of the hardest games for sure.
I don't like personally. I don't like playing footsies, so I hate that game.
What do you like? Like Super Turbo? You just
Oh, I play Boxer and Super Turbo.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course. I play Guile, but he's too hard working, and that's a 9 to 5 character. I want to play a trust fund character,
Bro, that was me when I would play Chun. Like Chun is like my ultimate. Like I just want to turn the brain off character.
You gotta do it sometimes.
All right, so we're in Alpha 3. This one, I would not be surprised if you know this one. I think this one's fairly well known. We have to pick a specific matchup. Whoa, I ran out of time. Okay, so Rolento has this super, right? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. And this super, I believe, is a low. Let me check. Yeah. He was holding back and he got hit, but if he holds down back, he blocks it low, obviously. But if we change the opponent to be Cody, now suddenly this super is literally unblockable. Cody, look, I can even use fight code menu, set direction, opponent's holding, down back. He literally cannot block this, which I guess this is like a lore thing, because it's like Rolento is gonna arrest Cody, like that's why he's in the prison outfit,
Yeah, so I am aware of this one.
Okay.
And I think it's because, well, I would like to believe the super that Rolento's doing is called Take No Prisoners. So I would like to believe that's the reason. Funny enough, this came up on Twitter not too long ago, and there was one of the best North American Alpha 3 players, Kyokuji. He was very adamant that this is a glitch. Like, it has to do with Cody's whiff animations, because he doesn't block normally. But that's only in, like, Vism or Xism or whatever. Yeah, Vism. And his other argument that this was a glitch is that, like, in later future ports of Alpha 3, he can block it.
But arcade only.
Yeah, but man, that's not fun. Like this has to be real.
It has to be.
Yeah, like
come on.
Yeah, like they're both Final Fight characters. The super's called Take No Prisoners. This is deliberate, and I would like to think that the fact that it's not blockable in future versions is just like an oversight by like like other people working on like code, for a game that wasn't originally theirs.
Yeah, or maybe they didn't like the balance implications, so they were like, "Fine, we'll take it out." But
stuff like this I love. I know they would never do this in like a modern fighting game.
Yeah.
Probably for the best, but yeah, like there's no way to me that this is a glitch. Like this has to be real.
I
So,
agree. We're gonna manifest that, and according to us, you heard it here first. This is intentional.
yeah. I mean, you know, we control the discussion. We're the FCC
True,
Illuminati
true.
here. All right. So
The content creators just tell the people what to think. True.
dun dun dun.
All right, so 0 points for that one. So the score continues to be 2-1. Your lead.
Okay. So this one is I had to dig deep into the deepest, darkest catacombs of my memory to remember this one. And I was like trying to like look around to see if it was more well known, and I was surprised that it isn't. So if we go all the way back to Street Fighter 4, not Ultra, but Vanilla,
Okay. You haven't even unlocked the characters.
I this is a fresh ROM, all right? Don't tell anyone, but and we go to my favorite stage in Street Fighter 4, the overpass.
Yeah, this is the classic.
We go here. All right, classic overpass, whatever. Okay. But there's a secret code that is only in this version, only in vanilla for whatever reason. If we hold heavy punch while we're selecting the overpass stage, we get a rabbit in the background.
What?
Rabbit graffiti for whatever reason.
This is actually real?
Yeah, no, it's 100% real.
Oh
Only in vanilla. Only in vanilla.
This is actually rocking my world because I swear to God, I have like 5,000 hours in this game. I thought I knew everything about this game, and I didn't know about the rabbit.
You would think like, once I like remembered this, I like tried to boot it up in Ultra, and I was like, oh my God, like this is only in vanilla, huh? So I had to get vanilla, and just to prove that I was like, you know, not going crazy. I think this is the only stage. I can't remember anything else. I tried looking around to see if there was any other stage codes, but no, this was the only one. And yeah, you hold heavy punch while you're selecting the stage.
That's crazy. Man, I should never have agreed to this. I'm out of my element here. I'm so outmatched. Bro, how did I not know about that? Let's continue to just keep picking each other's games here. I'm going to pick Street Fighter 4. It actually, this is not Street Fighter 4 specific. This is actually like many Street Fighter games. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about Dizzy. This is a bonus fact here. This is not my main one, but did you guys know?
The one hit.
Yeah, there we go. One hit stun. So everyone knows about that one, so that one doesn't count. But pay attention to the items above Seth's head. You notice there were stars there. And I believe in this game it is entirely random. It varies based on game what you get. We got chicks this time. And the most rare in this one is skulls. Let's see if I... Oh, there they are. Look at that. It worked out so perfectly. So there's the skulls. And they actually do have a gameplay impact. It is kind of hard to demonstrate here with training mode like this. But the stars are able to be mashed out of very quickly. And the skulls are very slow to mash out. Wait, I got out so fast. What the hell?
You're just a mashing god.
Apparently. Okay. Anyway, this is the thing. As far as I know, this exists in 2 alpha. I don't think it exists in Third Strike. I think Third Strike only has one type of stun.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
And then 5 as well has this, and then 6 is back to having just one type of stun. But it sounds like from the tone of your voice that you already knew about this, huh?
So, if you put a gun to my head and told me what Street Fighter had this for sure, I would have said Super Turbo.
Yeah, Super Turbo does have it, yeah.
I wouldn't have been sure about the other games, because I know in Super Turbo, the highest stun are I think it's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like flies around and stuff. So, I knew it in that game. If I would have been 50-50 if that was a mechanic in 4.
All right. Makes sense. Well, you got one more here. I believe this is your final one. What do you got for me?
It is, and this one is the most convoluted one, and I tried to recreate it myself. I could not, sadly, like by myself, it was just too hard. So For my final secret and Easter egg, I'm going to show probably the most convoluted and weirdest thing in a Street Fighter ever that literally took over 20 years to find, and a bunch of weird non-related glitches to figure out. So this is a video from Crystal Cube that I'm about to paraphrase because I was not able to perform all of the glitches that it takes to see this secret. And if you like Third Strike and you don't know Crystal Cube, he is literally the Third Strike scientist. He knows everything about the game. He's the one who created the Fightcade combo trials that you see that are super hard and take the most esoteric knowledge to be able to perform. But he's the one who put this video together, and I'm going to paraphrase it for us. So this whole thing starts off with a glitch where during the attract sequence, where right now what you're seeing is technically the CPU is about to pick a character and start playing, and this would play when you're just walking by the arcade machine. No one's on the arcade machine. But if a second player puts in a credit as soon as the AI picks their super art, that starts a glitch where later on, when the other player gets in, they take over that character's stage that the AI was about to play. If that makes sense.
I think I'm following so far.
So we have the second player. He's going to get all the way to Gil. And then the first
Wait, he has
player...
to play the whole arcade mode?
So then the first player is going to come in, and they're going to pick Chun.
Did they just not pick a super?
I think that's part of the glitch.
Chun doesn't have to pick because she's Gil?
Because, yeah, because of that demo attract scene glitch. So in the game, she's technically being treated as Gil, but her character is here. And now in the arcade, which you would never be able to play Chun versus Alex on Gil's stage in the arcade. Through this glitch, you're able to. So now you're going to get them over here. Alex is going to back turn Chun-Li, and he's going to hyper bomb her. But Chun-Li can recover faster than Alex after a back turn hyper bomb. And so she's going to neutral grab Alex. And within this neutral grab, there's like a small % chance that Alex can break free from this neutral grab. And it just happens like, it just happens. Like I was able to replicate this, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when this happens, Alex can then hyper bomb Chun-Li, and now she's on a different plane. And if Chun-Li gets her stomp parry, or she does a wall jump, her momentum gets all messed up, and she's able to fly. And if she flies enough,
so her Z position is like 10 million now because
yes, she's just going through over and over and over and over again, and she does it enough to where the screen starts to scroll, or the sprites, the layers start to scroll. Oh. And if we do that enough, we see a sprite of Doraemon. For whatever reason.
Why?
So, to give a little background, people knew that this sprite existed through emulators. You know, they were able to rip all of the sprites out, and so they knew that this existed. They knew it existed on Gil stage, but they were like, there's no way this could ever be viewable on arcade hardware, because you can't play on Gil stage with, you know, first of all, how would you make the screen scroll? And then second of all, how would you do it on Gil stage? Mm-hmm. And throughout a bunch of other glitches that were found, it culminated in this moment where in like 2020, Crystal Cube was like, I have all the glitches to be able to view Doraemon on arcade hardware. So there's no hacks, there's no cheats, it's all glitches. So we could view this one little sprite that some Third Strike developer probably put in here just for fun, because he thought no one would ever see ever.
So like every time you're on Gil stage, this guy's just there off screen.
Yes, he is. Behind some layers all the way too high up.
Oh my god. Well, I did not know that. It's crazy because I'm pretty sure I follow Crystal Cube on Twitter, but yeah, I have never seen this. You may have your point. That's absolutely insane. All right, this is my secret technique for throwing a sonic boom without charge. Let me give it a try.
Honestly, I think Guile should just be able to do that normally. So
Put it on a fireball motion.
nah, he should just press a button.
All right, well, that's what we're going to do. We require the turbo from my joystick. I mean, it doesn't require turbo, but, you know, it saves me some effort. And we just need some patience. So let's wait. I think when I recorded this before, it took me about 90 seconds. So let's see. It has actually been over 5 minutes now. Like, is this actually bugged? Is this like revision specific on World Warrior? I'm
You said you did it right on Fight.
I did it before, yeah, but I think it was the same version of World Warrior. I mean, surely there's not that.
only like there should only be one, right? Unless there's like the Fightcade 1 version.
Oh, let's go!
Wow.
It was right at round end too.
That was perfect. That was cinema.
He took no damage from it.
Wow.
All right. So for the folks at home, I've been sitting here mashing medium punch for, I swear, like 10 minutes. And we just got one. That was the first one. So yeah. This is just a glitch where there's a 1 in 256 chance, which is not that small. That is not that small of a chance.
I honestly, with a number like that, I thought it would happen.
I thought it would. I know. I mean, I tested this before and it literally took like 90 seconds. So anyway, 10 minutes later, we finally got it. And yeah, there's another 256 glitch in this game that I won't show you because there's like no good way to do it. But you also have a 1 in 256 chance of blocking an attack without holding back. So obviously we can't really show that because Ken's just gonna die. But if Ken magically blocks this, then yeah, that's because of that glitch. So yeah, it sounds like you already knew about that one, huh?
And I know about it probably from the same way you know about it. You know, there's a desk video.
Oh no, I didn't know that one.
Really? So in this desk video, he does that, but he has the special move and the block happen at the same time.
No way. So like 1 over 256 squared.
So it shows like Blanca, like the game doesn't know what to do, and Blanca blocks in the air.
What?
So like the premise of the video is that he sees this happen. He's like, how the hell did Blanca just block in the air? So then he recreates it, and he said it like took him like 1,000,000 hours. And I mean, just seeing you try to get one sonic boom, I don't know how the hell.
Yeah, because it would be squared, right? It would be
so
40 something thousand chance.
Yeah, so he was able to do it and recreate the moment where Blanca blocked something in the air.
I mean, that guy's a goat. I only knew this because there's like Sonic Hurricane or something. I think has a list of everything that's random. Yeah, if you guys don't know, like half the things in this game are random. Like damage is random, stun values are random. The item you get above your head when you're dizzied is random, and yeah, there's a 1 in 256 chance to get a special move when pressing a normal. So, yeah. I guess I'm gonna end up with only 1 point.
Ah, man.
Tragedy. Yeah. I got completely trounced, which I think makes sense. You know, this was very much in your wheelhouse of the stuff you like to do on your channel. And I just want to say for the people at home, if you haven't already checked out the GuileWinQuote channel, you're gonna want to do that. I'll link it down in the description. And is there anything else you want to shout out before we call it a day?
Play Vampire Savior, the best fighting game of all time.
And I had a lot of fun today, and I hope you guys did as well. That's going to be it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.
See ya. Thank you.